And welcome back, you one or two that are back here. Rick will probably join if you're not already watching or listening. But welcome back to everybody else. Welcome back, Rick, of course, too. But so I okay. So granted, in the first half, okay. So what lunch actually took longer. Uh, we were doing a like a box dinner, like Zatarain's bourbon chicken or whatever. It was just rice, and I had to cook the chicken first and whatever. But so it took a lot longer. The rice had to cook about half an hour by itself. So that's why I opted to start later, which is more in line of what I used to do. Um, but tomorrow I'll probably be back to normal. Tomorrow it'll be 1 hour later, depending on how I do the lunch. I do like a majority of the cooking now, or half the cooking. I don't do all the cooking, obviously, but because my dad, I maybe half. He would say half, because my dad can't do as much now. He does some things. He'll start some stuff, and then I usually end up finishing it and whatever. So, um, but I have to, I guess, keep that in mind the next whatever our next meal is tomorrow, and see if I can't make sure things are ready and ready to go by the time I go up. By the time I end the other stream. Anyways, maybe I should have got a. Hmm, let me see something here. Be right back. Well, let's do something. Uh, sources, right? How about just plain be right back? Okay, how about that? But just okay, and let's transform and let's center horizontally. Okay, that'll do. That'll work. Okay, so give me just a quick sec. I'm gonna grab another taurine since the latter half of the day, and um, oh, let me yeah, I got 3 minutes. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll get right to work. Um, here, we'll go ahead and dev stuff, and we'll go to. Actually, let's go to favorites. Favorites, and let's start this up. And layout tool. Pull up the layout tool. Okay, you can still see I have it kind of semi-translucent, so you can still see. And of course, let's see. I did turn the mic on, right? Okay, so the mic's still on. Okay, I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. I'm back and I'm all juiced up. Actually, I just went and got a taurine and a tyrosine. Tyrosine is supposed to help you, give you better, like, mental... supposed to help you think better. And, of course, taurine kind of gives you... It's sort of like giving you energy, taurine does. That's what they put in a lot of... quite a bit of energy drinks. They put in taurine into the energy drinks. And, I don't normally take tyrosine with taurine because it makes me feel tired or sleepy. Not really so much tired, but sleepy afterwards. It's like a come down. You don't have any real come down with taurine and stuff. It's just it makes you feel a little bit sleepy or tired maybe afterwards. It's not real bad. Anywho, so this is what we're doing today. What we're doing. Do. Let's go to. That's all right. Yeah, let's go to that. Okay. Alrighty, so. Okay, let me pull up Grok because, well, I already have Grok up, but let's oh, ChatGPT. It's ChatGPT? Yeah, it's ChatGPT. Pull that up. And there we go. Okay, so it's Tuesday. Please recap what I decided to implement. You want to update the inbound lines, point to it. That means for each other room as a line leading to room B, you look into room A's lines dictionary. Find the entry where the destination ID matches room B's ID. Update that line's destination position to match the new position of room B. Plan a call function like update inbound lines to room. After moving a room, this will loop through all the rooms except the moved one. Check if any of their lines point to the moved room. So update the destination position of that room. Line to room B's new position. Redrawing lines. After updating the data, you'll call Q redraw to refresh the canvas. During draw, loop through all the rooms and their lines and call draw line using the start and destination positions. From this will quickly redraw the lines without stacking or duplicating them because each draw wipes and redraws the frame anew. Okay. Okay, so I pass in a dictionary of rooms from the calling class. This case, it's domain layout tool script. It will create a new dictionary using that particular room ID. Let's see. In this case, it's the main layout tool. It will then create Well, it's the dictionary probably already exists, already created, it's empty, but then loop through the rooms. Um, okay. That's going to be a dictionary of. So it's going to be a dictionary of lines. Okay. Right? Yes. And um, create line data based on the rooms and doors. This will be the initialize function. Okay. I think, let's see. Something. Do I have initialize function here? And is my audio is working okay, isn't it? I hope. Uh, actually, I can test it. Okay, yeah, you can actually hear me clicking. Clickety click. Clickety click, clickety click. Okay. Okay, so init lines will actually create this new dictionary. Um, actually, the dictionary is empty dictionary. Okay, so it clears it for room ID in room list. Huh. Um, let's see if I'm right here. So, so don't suggest anything else. But with the init lines function, the first when it's called originally, when the rooms are created, um, it's passed in a dictionary of rooms. So I need to loop through each room in order to generate line data. And I want to make sure I'm correct, so just keep the answer to this question. When I loop through, I want to loop through values, correct? And it's not room ID for room in room list values, right? And then let's see some here. Lines. No. Lines room.id And I'm creating a new dictionary. Right. Um, let's see. Okay. That I don't remember if it's that correct. What? That correct so far? Or the room objects, which is what you want for generating line data. You're on track. Okay. So I'm gonna kind of do this as I go. Because for each deal we're gonna have to create a new dictionary, and we're gonna need to create the line data. We're creating the line data. Oh, we do also need the from part, but I think let me see something here. Uh, Give me a second. My brain doesn't work so fast. I mean, I could have it do it. I wouldn't know about it then. Who is it? Hey, Rook. Good evening, sir. Or good afternoon, as is my case. My case is already 1:22 right now, but so right now I'm just working on the layout. So I guess Rook, if I guess most of the time you'll be missing the story part, which is kind of what you miss anyways, because you usually come during my break anyways. So it's just this part, at least for right now, until I get the layout tool done. In which case I'll be moving to something else. I don't know if I'll be doing more programming on the second half or not, but we'll see. It'll take a little while here though. So I'm trying to figure out how to make this line drawing class and stuff and do it correctly. Okay, so now what? Wait, I don't have my phone with me. Give me a sec. Apparently, my phone is actually in here. Anyways, I didn't need to leave. I also didn't need to show you my room. Okay. All right. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Um, I'm gonna see if my brother's probably working right now, but he might put this on, maybe. Who knows? Working on my game. Actually, let's do no, not that one. Where's YouTube? let's pull up the tubes. No, let's go home. All right, let's go to ah. Part two is actually on. Of course, I'm subscribed to myself. And let's go ahead and share and copy link. Okay. Um, Actually, I should share my link tree, but he's probably working, so paste. You don't. Whoops. Don't even have have to watch. You can listen if you like, and if you're already listening to reaching reaching yeah, you don't have to worry worry about it. Okay. I don't know, maybe my nephew might be interested. Um he's into computers and stuff. In fact, well, I don't know if maybe I'll message him just a second here. Message. No, let's not do it that way. It should be here somewhere by name. This still, whoop, still, oh, still your phone. Okay. I don't expect to hear it from either one of them, but we'll see. Okay. Okay. Line data. Line data. Um. Oops. I wonder what I was typing into. Okay. So. Okay. So I'll be indexing one. I'll be indexing based on the destination. No, I'll be indexing based on the inbound links, which means there needs to be inbound links. Okay. Okay, so I have to make sure the inbound links are built before attempting to create lines. And then I need to make sure there are any inbound links. If there are, I can simply index into the room list based on the inbound IDs. Okay, because okay, I'm having a little bit of trouble here just because um it'll rely on the inbound links. Now the inbound links will be created, that's fine. Um, but they won't necessarily have a lines dictionary. It won't have a dictionary of lines per se. I guess I don't know. I guess it means if let's see. I'm thinking of the first initialization because the update is just gonna do it automatically anyways. In fact, I should do an update and let it go through all of them. I think no, because I'm gonna make sure that only the one that moves is actually will actually update, and I'll be passing that through a function parameter. Okay, actually I can do that though too. Um, see something. Let me let me ask something. Um, just keep the answer short and concise. But instead of a initial, how do I say that wrong? In the initialization function, instead of creating the lines in that, I should use the same function as I do when I update lines. Correct? It's just in the init function, I will be calling the update function on every room. Does that seem correct? Correct. Call the same update function for each room during initialization. Right, because it's going to have to do the thing anyways. Okay, so if there are any inbound rooms, then what happens is it's going to have to go into those inbound rooms. It's going to have to modify its room. Um, okay, let me think. I still have to. I'm still a little, confused a little bit. So I'm not such a great programmer, but whatever. It's what happens. Okay. Okay, so let me ask another thing. These again. Answer concise. Um, so I go through the inbound rooms list, which means there should be a line that goes to this current room from those inbound links, which means it'll be before updating it, right? So go through the inbound rooms list, which means there should be a line that goes to this current room for those inbound links. Now I lost my train of thought. Hold on a second. My mind is kind of stupid. I'm stupid. Stupid head. Stupid minded. Stupid head. Stupid. Stupid. Whoa. uh, yes. But I wasn't done. I accidentally hit the enter key. Um, hold on a moment while I try to finish what I was asking. Uh, actually, accidentally hit the space bar, but that's same difference, right? Okay. Inbound links presumes that the parent room of the we'll say the from the source room already has a lines dictionary or should, which means I create it if it doesn't exist, and if it does, then I will go and modify the destination lines to end in the current room. Okay. Correct. Here's the precise breakdown. Yes, inbound rooms implies the source room already exists and should have a lines dictionary. If the source room that lines doesn't exist yet, create it. Then update or create the line in the source room that lines so its destination points to the current room. Yes. Okay. See, I mean, it's kind of complex. It's not really hard. Like, um, if any of you, well, okay, there's only like two people watching, but if either of you that are watching or anybody that watches later is a programmer or is a decent programmer, probably are a ton more decent than I am, and you could probably whip this out in like, you know, half an hour or something because it's not really complicated task. It's com well, It's not really complex, but it's kind of. I'm creating dictionary of dictionary of dictionaries, and then using the index, and so that I can index into everything when I need to. Oh, pardon me. Okay. So the first thing I should actually do is create the update function, because the update function is going to be where the magic happens. And we're gonna do okay. So we're gonna do for room in room list. Um, let's see, for room and room list. What do I need to do in room for room list? I don't need to set the room. I don't need to say room equals room, obviously, because it's a single room. Okay. Um, I don't know about um, might not need this at all. Darn it. Okay. Clear lines. Draw. And for line and lines. Actually, it's not going to be line and lines. It's actually going to go through each room in the lines dictionary for yeah. For lines and lines, that doesn't make sense, right? Shoot. Yeah, I know I could do a Control K, but this is just quicker for this in particular. I guess I can just put pass here for right now. And here, I guess we'll do pass also, like that. So it doesn't balk at me. Now, this is what we want. We want funk. Oh, that's right. What init lines is it? Should be, there we go. I do have a certain way that I do things. Update lines. What do I call it? Room? Do I call it line set? What do I call it? What do I call it? Okay. Yeah. We're doing this. I could actually store all the line data inside the rooms, but I wanted it kind of decoupled because this is going to draw all the lines for all the rooms. Kind of be independent uh of the actual rooms. Anyways, open AI announcements. Okay. Uh, so it's going to take a room. Update line is going to take a room, right? Uh, okay. We're just going to say room. You won't even need it. You go to type. Update lines. Um, okay. So we need to check to see if lines. Okay, so that's. Let me give maybe call it a lines. This is the overall. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Right, I was gonna ask. I guess ChatGPT because that's the one I'm working with right here. Um, what the dictionary that holds the lines needs to be called something. Um, See if I call it lines, then what do I call the lines for each room? Uh, Other than lines, I think. Basically, there's going to be an entry for every room there is, and then each room container thing is going to it's going to be going to contain the lines themselves. So I'm thinking of a name that's appropriate. Talking about top level dictionary that holds all the room entries for each room entry that has its own set of outgoing lines. Options. You want to clearly name the lines for the dictionary that contains the lines per room. Here are some naming ideas based on structure. Um, yes, but this isn't representing the rooms. This is just representing the lines. So it's not going to hold anything. Um, okay, well, thing. This is only for the lines. Rooms are their own thing. Rooms are their own thing. So it's a big list of lines for each room. See if that makes sense. Got it. Organizes the. No. Okay. Not dialogues. We're not talking about dialogues. I haven't been discussing. Maybe it's breaking down now. Maybe I need a new conversation. I haven't been discussing dialogue lines, have I? I'm talking visible connected lines between rooms. Each entry into the main list is going to have a collection of line data. And maybe that's what I should call it. The lines dictionary is a container No, line data is individual line data. It is their own dictionary of lines. Um, what have we been just discussing? No. Sorry, no. What am I building here? Because you're surely getting it wrong. Now, I shouldn't get mad at it because it's just a program or whatever you want to say it. Regardless, that's true. You're building the system manage. No, no, no. We have not been discussing lines of text or dialogue or narration. What other lines can I be talking about? Yeah, the free pen. We're talking about actual graphical lines in your editor interface around the lines connecting the rooms like pathways or doors. Exactly. The lines are visual edges linking room nodes on your map showing how rooms connect. You're building a data structure to store and manage those connecting lines. There you go. Finally. And I bet you, well, I mean, I did ask the question, but I bet you when it switched back to whatever 4.0 mini or whatever it does, when it's done with the free stuff, that's the kind of cool thing about ChatGPT with Grok. When it's done, and you can't do anything. Here, it reverts back to its little freebie deal, and usually that's good enough for me. I'm not doing anything super complicated. So, uh, each room not have collection lines going out to other rooms, destinations. You want to keep those lines organized so you can update it easily. Like if a room moves, yes, yes, yes. So I'm trying to come up with a name for the main dictionary that has a collection of lines for every actual room, then B, the the line collection will be its own dictionary and need its own name. I guess I could always go with line collection and then lines for the actual lines from one room to another, and then line data for the actual like start and end and color data. So that might work. Line collections, a room lines map. Yeah, it could be a lines map. You know, line map, lines map per room collection lines or line collection. Dictionary holding all the lines from that room. Keep by destination room ID. Line collections. Room A. So basically, line collections, all the rooms and their lines inside each room key has its own lines dictionary, or well, yeah. I mean, I could call it lines, or I could call it a single line collection, right? Line collections. Well, it'd be a lines dictionary. It'd be just lines, basically, is what it'd be called. And each line is stored as line data. That way, your code reads like a story. Look at the line collections for room A, then grab its lines dictionary, then pull the line data for the line going to room B. Lines for the big dictionary, lines for that room's lines dictionary for the individual line data. Uh, room ID. And actually, it'd be source ID and destination ID, right? Visual line data. Yeah, yes. Uh, okay, that, um, act, way, makes sense now. I should have thought of it. Actually, room ID will probably be source ID just because well, no, room ID would probably be alright. Um, destination room. I have to think for a second because it's it's not as simple as it looks, right? Okay, so so a line collection is lines. That's fine. The room ID. So for each deal, so it's just the room ID, and then the destination ID is is the one going from this current room to the destination. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Update lines by room. Okay. So I can still call it lines. That's fine. Now, now I want to iterate through the room that gets passed. Wait, iterate. I don't know if iterate's the right word. Uh, let's see some here. Okay, so if I update lines, do I pass room data or do I pass the room data, right? Because the room data, the actual room data. Okay. Update lines room. Okay. So update lines is going to take a room single room as a parameter, and then it's going to check to see if that room has any doors. Do I need to check it for doors first, or do I need to check to see if there's a lines entry? Check for doors, right? Okay, first. And then if it does, I check the lines dictionary, see if it has the key in the lines dictionary. Something like um, lines, the lines that has key, has key, room ID, something of this nature, right? Room doors not empty, then check if lines that has room ID or lines that has key room ID down GD script version. Okay, yes. In fact, see if I can do something here. If lines dot has, okay, that ID be like that. Yes. Okay. Okay. Doors is an array though. Let me look at layout room real quick. So you can see what it has here. Um, oh, it'd be the door specs, wouldn't it be? It'd be door specs. Get door data, I see. Turn array. self.room data is not equal null door data that append ID choice. Oh, it goes through each array element. Okay. Okay, that sort of makes sense. Oh, layout room. Return door data. Actually gets the door data? Okay. Layout room class contains the room data. Door data. Room data.doors. Okay. I'm almost time for me to actually break and do some drawing exercises. I have to figure out how to do that too. I don't even know how to do that. Bring it into Blender and as a reference or whatever. Okay. Get door data. Do I need? I do need the door data because the destination, right? I guess I will need the door data to be able to get the destination IDs. Let me see something though. Might be a problem. Layout tool and rooms dictionary. What's okay? Yeah, I'm just a little sort of confused. Um, oh, room sticked. Is that layout room? That's what I needed. Layout layout tool. Okay. Uh, what did I do? Um, room sticked. Okay. Rooms that get children, rooms that remove child, queue free. Layout room. Okay, room is layout room. Create from JSON. It loads the door data into the. Oh. So it's actually a layout room. That's as good because that's what we want, anyways. That's really all I need to know. So all I need to know is it's going to be a layout room. So when it passes it, it's going to. Okay. Okay, let's look at layout room. What's in layout room though? It has its own ID and stuff, or does it is it based on room data? Room data. So we don't have an ID here, do we? It's not going to be room.id. That's interesting. Function get. Oh. Oh. I have a getter and setter in here. The getter and setter, when it's ID. Hmm. So it's actually returning the room data stuff. So I don't have to do anything. Okay, good. Good. Okay. So right now I'm supposed to be... Okay. So this is just updating lines. And so if lines that has room.id, then we do the next step. And that is for each line, I need to think of how do I access it directly, I guess. So we know it has that already, so that means we can index it, right? We can index it with the room.id. So I can say that means if it's in there already, do stuff. Uh, it'd be like if not, right? Good. It should be breaking here, but whatever. I'm gonna try to see if I can get just a second of progress here, and maybe I'll choose the. I won't do. I guess I won't do the drawing thing today either, but I'll choose a template to use or something. Try to learn how to get it into Blender and working like I need it to work. Okay. Um, if lines that has room ID, that means has a line collection. Okay. What would I do that's the negative for that? I guess if not lines that has room.id would work. If lines does not have the key for this room's ID, you could also write if not lines that has or some works for not for clarity. Yeah, maybe I could do that. Room.doors.size is greater than 0. Yeah, equals the new dictionary. Yes, that would work, right? Okay. I have a function that gets door data. Of course, the input into the function doesn't have a type, so I don't get tripped up later. So I'll try to make sure I'm passing layout room. Okay. Door is actually an array, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. First, okay, so first, can I simply check to see if it's a layout room? Well, door data is an array, so okay. If room dot oh. Well, maybe I should just go ahead and I'll do it explicitly. When I have problems, I'll stop it, because before I wasn't doing it. I could, I could enforce it. On layout room that. Okay. Now we can go if room actually I just want to do this. If room, then okay, we can put this in there. Okay, but what we need to do here is we need to get the door data. So our door data is room dot get door data. Okay. And right, so get door data. Okay. Get door data. Array. Door data. Return door data. Return array. Door data. Okay. Door data is an array. It will return an empty array if there's no doors in it. That size, okay. And a line collection. Okay. Actually, that's probably the better way to do it anyways. I don't have it set up that way, but I could just do that. Here. Let's do something here. Go ahead and do this. Now room will be null if I pass in a null, if I don't pass anything, so if not room, actually I can just do the parentheses on here. If not room, return, and I could put a semicolon if I wanted to. Semicolon, that isn't gonna hurt anything. That means we do have a room. Okay. Door var door data equals room dot get door data. If door data dot size with less than or equal to is equal to, okay. I was like to do less than or equal to, but 0. That size is less than 1. I do less than 1. I mean, be more explicit. Then return. So. I'm going to go with if door data dot size is less than 1 to be a bit more explicit. Okay. And that's going to be parentheses. So, I wonder about semicolons. Can I put semicolons just at any end of any line? Because if I can, I might start doing that because it makes it more C-like to me. You know. In fact, I should have here. Let's do this. Let's copy this. That. Okay. Just making sure. And that. And update lines. So, okay. And there. Update lines. Okay, good. I like it. I like it. I like it. I love it. Okay, forget that. Forget me singing. Okay. So, totally valid makes it do this better. Alternatives like are also valid. But your way is totally readable and crystal clear, especially in shared code base or feature. With the burrito in one hand and regret in the other. Yeah. Carry on, Room Wrangler. I think they're being funny with the attitudes here. Okay, so there is door data, right? There's a room. Now there is door data. And now then the next thing we want to find out is if there's a line collection here. Right. If if not lines that has room.id we're gonna go ahead and hit do a return on this one too, just because we're actually going to do something here, which is we're going to create the lines array. Okay, so we're going to create the dictionary, the lines dictionary. If it doesn't have it, if it does have it, we can update it. If it doesn't have it, if there's no lines collection, then we can create a new one. Let's see. We can create a new one, right? So what? Okay, so this is what we see. Okay, so make sure it's valid. Okay. Since we do have a room, read the door data. Okay. If there is no door data, then no need to update the lines. Okay. Now, if it doesn't already have a room entry, then create one. Okay. All right. Okay. Does already have a room and create one? Then create one. Okay. Okay, so it'd be like lines room.id equals new dictionary. Now, okay, so this is here. Let's go back to it because it actually right. Okay. Well, I'll just go ahead and I don't know where it's at, so let's see here. Here's the thing. Where is the thing? How come? Sorry. Does that work? Works perfectly in GScript. This line is exactly what you did. It checks the lines dictionary, does not already have a key matching. If it doesn't, it creates a new empty dictionary for that key. Eighth lines, if you don't already have a drawer labeled room.id, let's add one. Idiomatic, safe, and clear. If you're using lines to store dialogue lines or branching paths per room, you're now officially one step closer to being able to pull on the Bitcher Architect. We're not doing dialogue at all, and the branching path stuff is already handled. This is only for layout tool visual links between rooms. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now, okay. Now we got both your data and a lines dictionary, even if empty. Okay, so the next thing would be to, what's the next thing? The next thing would be to create a new entry for each destination. Okay. Not lines has room ID. Lines equals a new dictionary. So now we are going to create a door for each door destination. We're going to create a, let's see, am I creating another dictionary? Right, that's the lines dictionary. And then I'm creating another dictionary with the destination ID of the door. So it's going to go through each door. Okay. Okay, so let's do this. For door in door data. Okay. For door in door data. We want to check. Okay, so I want to check. I think. I know, pretty boring, isn't it? Even if I'm talking through the whole thing, it's kind of boring. It's kind of boring when I'm not on my story because I'm my story I can just talk for ages and ages, but on this it's just code. It's kind of annoying. Um, we're doing door data, so we're gonna go for every door we have. We're going to check the lines dictionary because now we got a lines dictionary. Sorry, pardon me. Uh, that's going out on the stream. Alrighty. I didn't mean it. Okay, So presumably now it has the room data in there. Um, let's see something here. Why don't I make a var line collection? Line collection. Lines room.id represents a small line collection in the lines dictionary. What would I, not should I, what would I call that line collection? Just line collection? I want to put it in its own variable. Right? Uh, room lines? Line collection? Okay, I'm gonna do this way. Collection. Equals null. We're gonna see if this works. If it doesn't, we're gonna create it. Then we're gonna say line collection equals lines room.id. Presumably we just made it. If it's line collection, here's a snippet. Okay. Yes, line collection is a perfectly reasonable name for this context, but to make the code slightly cleaner and avoid duplicating dictionary access, you can do this. If not rooms, now assign it to a variable. Oh, it just means assign it afterwards. Okay. All right. We can do that. And we can say var. And we can take this bar off. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it does that. That's cool. Now we have line collection. Okay. Now, for door and door data, line collection door dot des. What did I do? Did I call it destination? Door specs, door data. Oh, doors. So door is just a door, right? Layout door. Layout door. Layout door? Do I even use layout door? Create. Dot name. Color. Okay, so it's separate. Layout door is actually a separate entity. Door data is the actual door itself, right? Because the way I did it, the actual door itself, and it's destination, basically. So it's got to be destination. No, it doesn't have to be destination. Yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Because this is plain door data. Okay. Line connection, door destination. Okay. And then, okay, so here's the deal. The door destination is going to be its own dictionary. So I do this. Equals dot dot dot. So this is going to be each line. Each line is going to have, start and end and probably color. Start and color, I think. I think that's the way I'm going to do it. Okay. So this is what I got so far. This is update. Update lines per room. Okay. All right, update lines. That's probably fine. Okay, so let's copy this. So far I have this. Room validation correctly avoids proceeding with null reference door data check. Valid approach to skip processing if there are no outgoing doors. Ensure room entry exists in Lions Dictionary. Ensure room entry exists in Lions Dictionary. This ensures the destination dictionary is initialized. Populating destination entries for door data, line collection, that door destination equals. At this point, the entries in line collection are initialized as empty dictionaries. You'll need to populate each with the appropriate line data, start position, end position, and color. Next step. To make each line meaningful, consider adding relevant keys. Yes, line collection door destination equals start, end, color. So the room position and destination room position are accessible when assigning end. Okay. In summary, your current code currently correctly sets up the data structure. The next step is to populate the individual line data dictionaries with actual values necessary for entering. Okay. I actually prefer the first one already. What you're doing correctly, what you're not yet doing, you're not yet assigning an actual line data right, which is fine. I recommend the next step. Final version of the comments. I prefer this response. Okay, so yeah, the next thing I do is now I actually create the, this is essentially the line data here. The line data is here, the start and end position, which are vector 2s, and then the color, which is the color type, and then, right, and that, I guess that would be it, right? And then of course we're going to be basing, um, so, okay, so we're going to be going into the destinations when we do the thing, right? So So door destination. Okay, so start position is the room position, the actual room position. It's going to be the center, but I'll just start with the position to start with, so that when I draw the line, um, okay. So update lines. I'm just gonna update. I'm just gonna update like one of the lines to make sure that it's working right. So it's gonna be a. It's gonna be a single. It's gonna be a single entry and exit one in there. Um, when I start this, I'll do like a little test run to see if it works like it's supposed to. Okay, that's good. So far we do have some progress. Some progress. Okay. What's next? Next is generating the actual line data. Okay. Equals. Okay. So I have to think. Okay, so I have to think of how I'm going to populate it though, because I can say I can do start. I can do it like that. I can do it deliberately, where I can do it directly, right? Kind of like what the way it has it here. Start is room position, end is vector 2. Retrieve the destination room position, right? Okay, and then color white. And I'm not really sure what I'll do about the color just right yet. Uh, the layout door will have a color. Let's see, it'll layout room. Wait, does layout room have layout door in it? It should have a room of layout doors. E doors. No, that's the. Why did I call it e doors? I call it that for a reason. Door data is the actual door data. Layout doors. Create. E doors. And what did I call it? Editor map, E doors for E map instead of like L doors for layout doors. Okay, E doors. Okay, let's do something real quick. Search, find in files. It's just straight up E doors, right? E doors, E door. Find. Okay. Layout tool. E doors. Layout room. Is that what I'm on? That's what I'm on. E doors. Okay, so let's see if where's my search here? Find uh find in files. E doors. That should be the same amount though. 10 of them. Oh. And let's make it horde. Okay. Refresh. E doors. I'm trying to match whole work. That's not it. Lamp layout door. That. Find in files. again. Doors. Forward. Find. Okay. So Control R. No. Oh. Oh, fine. Search. Find in files. Doors. Replace. Oops. Close. Okay, fine. Control find. Doors. Control R. Replace with outdoors. Layout. Doors. Okay. Words. Place all. I think everything should be okay. Okay. Just make them layout doors on purpose, so that I know what I'm looking at. And then I go back in here, and these are layout rooms, so it's going to be layout rooms. And then that way, when I do color, I can actually do the... Okay, layout. Okay, let me go back to layout room, layout doors. Okay. Control, find, layout, doors. Okay. Create doors from specs. Self.layout doors. ID string equals new door. Self.layout doors.clear. Clear. Doors. Clear. Layout doors is a dictionary. I didn't realize that. I mean, I should have realized that, but I didn't realize it. Okay. Door.id. Okay. Okay, so it's a dictionary, and then okay, so I basically I index into it just like I do the rest of it. So, so I can go okay. For door and door data. What time? Oh shoot! It's almost time to go. Right when I'm ready to finish this up. Okay. So we're gonna do something here. We're gonna say what are we doing? What are we doing? What? I'm gonna say var start pause equals room dot position. So okay. Yeah, that's start position. Var. Yeah, actually let's do this. Door hole equals door data is actual door, so room dot layout doors. Okay, layout doors. Door destination. Destination dot color. End pause equals okay. Okay, so the problem is how to get the end position. I can go into the room, I can get the destination, but that doesn't mean I get the room. I have to get the room from from the actual room list. Unless I put the room list, unless I copy the room list here into, okay. So, I guess I better just quit. Yep, I guess I better just, okay. Things are going okay, but it's now time to quit. Please remember for tomorrow, which really is just important that I type it in here because it sort of leaves a note for myself. While I have the start position, the color, and the destination ID, I need to generate the ow, I'm getting shocked. Let's see. Yeah. I need to get the end position, which means I need access to the rooms list. So I will tackle that particular problem tomorrow. Got it. Your nose logs here like a message in the time capsule for feature you. You already have start position, color, destination room ID, which you still need. End position requires access to the rooms list so you can look up the destination room and grab its position. Tomorrow's mission, get that end position via the rooms list and complete the visual link logic. Okay. Sleep well and may tomorrow's code be bug-free and full of glory. Okay, thanks. You're welcome. Have a great rest. Okay. I've hit the free plan limit for GPT-4o. How about that? Just right on time. What did it just do? Pardon me. Okay, so I want to thank you for watching, listening, whatever you're doing. It looks like I have 4 viewers. I'm thinking sure if it includes me at all, or if it's smart enough to know that me watching my own stream, it doesn't count as viewer. Anyways, doesn't really matter. Thanks, and I'll see you again tomorrow at the same time, which is 9 Eastern, or what is it, 2 o'clock, 9 Eastern, or 2 o'clock UK time, or um, or 5:30 Indian time, India time. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Thanks. Thank you for watching.